Live from Carrboro, it's the Chris or Jenny Show, featuring Deej and starring Jess Klein on WCOM.
Listen to this, Maggie. You remember the old ArtsCenter, but they built a new one.
Good. I love the old ArtsCenter. It's a good place for plays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just the conditions.
Maybe a little rundown.
And one time when I was doing a play, we weren't allowed on the stage because we thought it might tip over.
Okay,
or collapse.
So you're pumped about the new ArtsCenter.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Jess Klein is doing the first live musical performance at the new ArtsCenter. How awesome is that?
Really awesome.
Are you pumped for her?
Totally.
Brand new state-of-the-art facility.
I want to go.
Yeah, we should go.
We should.
Anything else before we start the show?
No, so let's start the show.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening, enemies, and whatever you are, Chris. It's that time of year, huh? Isn't it? It's nice and crisp.
It is crisp.
The folks at home are picturing us wearing, tuxedos, maybe a top hat, cane, and spats.
Yes, we're doing very well dressed on this show.
I'm wearing a hoodie. It's hoodie weather. And it's the believe it or not, folks.
Yeah, DJ Simons.
Yeah, it's hoodie
wears
times.
a hoodie 4 months out of the year. And you think people should be surprised by the fact that you're wearing a hoodie?
I try to keep it in double digits if I possibly can. Now, speaking of weather-related issues, your car is currently windowless on one side, I've heard.
Defunct.
Yeah.
The window in my driver's seat is stuck in the down position.
Oh, no.
Now, it's not a fancy car. It's a Ford Escape.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy.
MSRP 3 digits.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. You need 3 birthday candles.
But it's stuck in the down position, and here's the problem. It's going to be raining for the next 3 days.
It's rainy all weekend.
So I'm currently in the parking garage.
What if someone steals your yoga mat? If there's any car thieves out there who also do yoga, give us a call. We want to talk to you.
There is currently an opportunity for those who may want to steal. No, but it does suck.
Look for the blue Lamborghini.
Dr. J's out of town with her car.
Yeah.
My daughter, Maggie, is spending the night at a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to get myself to the show. We have Jess Klein on the show, so you're not going to mess that up. But I am windowless.
Yeah. Well, you got one window, but you need all your windows. It's one of those things.
I prefer to have them all.
Can't have some of your windows.
Yeah.
All right. Enough tomfoolery. I think we've got a guest in the
Enough
studio
shenanigans, Deej.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is back. Jess Klein.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo! Jess Klein has been on the show before.
Okay.
But Deej wasn't here.
That's right.
Okay.
And you didn't play. So most folks, I don't know if people like it or don't like it when you're here or not, but I think people love it when Deej is here. So
the ratings will bear that out.
Anyway, welcome, Jess.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to see you. You're also in a sweatshirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine has the zipper though, and you're rocking the.
Jess went for the non-zipper.
Full kangaroo.
I'm more committed.
You committed to the crisp
all
weather.
in.
I want to be ready for anything. Is there any more versatile apparel?
Yeah,
than
Jess is
zip
like,
front?
this is what I'm wearing tonight,
I was
folks.
like, all in.
For all we know, Deej has like a tuxedo shirt underneath.
I have a tuxedo on underneath, just in case. You never
Remember
know.
the shirts that look like a tuxedo?
Yeah.
Jess Klein,
That's right.
singer, songwriter, incredible musician.
Yep.
Someone I'm a huge fan of. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
How are things in Hillsborough, Jess?
They seem okay. I don't know. My life there seems good.
So
I don't
far,
know
so
if I
good.
have my finger on the pulse, but yeah.
You're not up to the minute
No,
of the goings on in Greater Hillsborough.
not necessarily.
Deej, she brought me I asked for it. I really appreciate it. A signed copy of her new CD.
Strong-armed her into it.
This is awesome. Look at this. Look at this. Signed by
Wow.
Jess Klein. It's called When We Rise. This thing is out now.
It's out now.
Yeah,
Last
so-
week.
I went to your Bandcamp thing and it said pre-order, but other platforms, it's ready now. What's the deal with that?
It's possible that the wording was not updated on Bandcamp, but it's out now.
But
Should be. It's
typically all the platforms
out
kind
now.
of follow the same.
there. It came out on all
Timeline.
the platforms at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's in a couple of bands.
Yeah.
One is the Halfbacks. Mm-hmm. Still
Yeah.
jamming with the Halfbacks.
Yep, that's my husband and me. Yeah.
Mike June.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's he coming into this show?
I don't know. I'll bring him next time.
Yeah?
Or you
Well,
can call him, and
Does he want to be on?
I'm sure he would. Yeah.
Does he realize what this will do for his
Get
career?
him on. Yeah.
She also performs in a jazz ensemble. Is that still happening?
Yep, it's a project called Jess Klein and the Berlin Brothers.
That's
All
it.
right. As a vocalist, or do you play guitar? Or?
As a vocalist.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
I really want to see that live. I've seen the YouTube videos, and it's just one of those things that makes you want to go see it live. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do the singer-songwriter guitar skills translate over to jazz guitar, or is it kind of a different thing?
I'm starting to learn a tiny bit of jazz guitar. It's like a little intimidating. I definitely came from like the rock and roll, like kind of 1-4-5 blues rock and roll.
Yeah, now you got to do
folk world, and now there's like
seventh.
Yeah, exactly. There's
All
like
nines. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm trying to learn a little bit of it. But so
right.
far, mostly when I perform with the jazz stuff, I'm just singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
The jazz group has a song called Soda Water. Or is that just
No,
you?
that's
just your
me.
song.
That's my song.
Do folks come up to you and actually try to order you a soda?
It's happened. Yeah, it's happened.
Because that's what I'm going to do the next time I see you at a concert. Like, I can't wait to come to one of your shows for that exact reason.
And what would be the worst song where you ordered the singer the thing
Order
of the
me
title of the
like
song?
warm glass of milk, I guess.
I don't know.
Doesn't sound too bad.
But it's a beautiful song. I'm not going to try to sing
No.
it. She sings. The chorus is, order me a soda water, and she kind of drags it out. It's really a beautiful song. Yeah, I can't wait for which we're going to talk about. She has a sweet show coming up, Deej, that I'm super excited about.
Where and when?
Well, let's just dive into it right now. Why waste time?
Yeah,
when you don't bury the lead, right?
Yeah.
People who listen to the show and Carrboro folks in general know about our wonderful ArtsCenter. We're all big fans of it, and they're moving.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like you don't know about the ArtsCenter.
Yeah, well,
who we've been sitting beside.
The new
for 4
one will be
years.
wonderful.
So they're moving to the new Art Center's open in soon. It might already be opened, actually, officially.
Believe it is.
For
Yeah.
camps and things of that nature. And folks, this is breaking news. You heard it here first on the Chris or Jenny Show featuring Deej.
Yep.
Jess Klein has been selected to be the first live musical performance in the new Art Center.
Oh, hey.
It is huge.
Very cool.
So honored.
That's like front page Carrboro news.
That's like statue out front news.
Name one thing happening right now that's a bigger news story than that.
Nothing comes close.
What's the date on that again? It's coming.
It's next Saturday, September 30th.
Folks, Saturday, September 30th. If you love Carrboro, you love the ArtsCenter.
Whatever you're doing, cancel it.
Yeah, and Jess Klein performing live. Let's get into the performance. Tell me about it.
Okay, so it's next Saturday. I believe it starts at 7:30 p.m. and people can buy advance tickets now, and it's always a really good idea to buy advance tickets because it helps the venue and the artist plan and know how many people are going to be there.
Yeah.
You can buy them on the ArtsCenter website or on my website. I'm going to be performing with my guitar player, Russell Kelly, on electric guitar, and so we're going to have like a duo thing, be kind of intimate setup. I know they have room for about 100 people in there. It's a nice, like, intimate space.
I really do think it's going to be a special
situation. Yeah, I think
a special show.
Yeah.
How did it all come to be? Who contacted you? Was it Jenny?
Tracy Francis.
Okay, I don't know Tracy. I know a few folks there, and they're like, "We're opening this new ArtsCenter." And we select. I mean, that it really does feel like a big deal to me. What
to be honest, they reached out to my booking agent, so I wasn't in on the conversation. But I was excited. I'm very excited to do the show.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think a lot of folks around here love kind of, the old ArtsCenter is sort of the beloved old theater, but the reality is it's antiquated.
It is
very old.
They've had the old bull.
Like right now, probably because it's raining, I bet there's like buckets of catching the water. It's dripping.
Yeah, we got a bucket in the corner over there.
And so here comes Carrboro. Everyone comes together. The money comes together. The people come together to create the state-of-the-art art space. And my family specifically is huge supporters of the ArtsCenter and fans. My daughter goes to summer camp there.
Oh, nice.
She loves it. The make a play where they make a play.
That's so cool.
Things of that nature. So I'm just really excited about this gig.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, I think it's $20. Jess Klein, guys, it's really a one of a kind show, I think, and I'm pumped that you are the one who's performing at it.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay, but again, back to the new ArtsCenter versus old ArtsCenter. You've got on the one hand, quirky, legendary, but also antiquated. On the other hand, with the new ArtsCenter, state of the art, everything brand new. Jess, you've played at a million different venues. What's your pros and cons to playing at A versus B?
I mean, oh boy, that's tough. But I mean, in my experience, the most important thing at a show is just connecting with the audience and that the audience is happy to be there. I've had great shows in pubs with bad sound systems. Shitty. I'm so sorry. Before I left
we put the F in the FCC.
That was your New Year's resolution?
That was no. That was what my husband told me before I left.
Wow.
Mike June said not to swear?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, why don't you bring your ass into the show and be on here yourself, brother?
Yeah. Get the F in here.
No, so it's less about the venue for you and more about connecting to the audience.
Yeah. It's always really, really nice to play in a place with great sound and where, if the venue's taking care of you as an artist and you can tell people are excited to be there, those are the things that matter the most. But great sound does go a long way.
But Jess, I got to assume that this is absolutely state of the art. Have you ever played at a place like the new ArtsCenter?
Well, I don't know because I haven't heard the sound in there yet.
Oh, you haven't done any kind of sound check or anything? Mm-mm. When might that happen? Just a few hours before the gig?
Yeah, that'll be right before the gig.
Yeah.
So it's good to go at this point, sounds like. It's
space. Built. It's done.
Okay.
Now, again, our main interaction with the ArtsCenter is the summer camps for my daughter, so obviously it's not summer. We're their subtenant right now. We don't know how it's all going to shake out now that they're gone. But you've been in there, you filmed a video there, just a kind of a promo video.
Yeah. My assumption is that it was state of the art. Everything was new, and I think it's going to be a great night.
It is going to be a great show. I have a dilemma, though, Deej.
Yeah?
Okay.
So my wife, Dr. J, beloved fan of the show, friend of the show, plus my wife, she loves college football. She loves it more than I do. And she went to Notre Dame, and they do this freaking annoying thing where they don't announce the times of the games until very late. So Notre Dame is playing Duke at Duke that same day. I almost don't want to talk about it because I don't want to sway our audience from going to Jess's show.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When? So with college football, it could be noon, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4. The game is at night. So it's a little dilemma, Jess.
I understand.
There's no dilemma whatsoever.
There's no dilemma for
Go
me.
see Jess Klein.
I think the audience should definitely go see Jess Klein. I think I want to go see Jess Klein, but also like to keep Dr. J happy. I'm sure you can understand that.
Yep.
What's it like being in a band with your husband?
Who's in charge?
We talked about this a little bit last time.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Lord.
What's the difference between a band fight and a marriage fight? I'm just kidding.
Band fights are much worse than the marriage fights.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Being in a band is very similar to being in a marriage.
But can you shut it off? Can you just be like, argue over a chord structure and then turn around and...
I think we try and keep work and play separate. But, it's like, I love to be able to be on stage with him and see him connect with the audience and see him do his thing. It's
right.
Like, I love to see that. So,
yeah.
And to be part of it with him when we do that together. So I think we make really good music together. It's not always easy, but it's usually worth it.
I agree. But you also roll solo too, and we forgive me for asking the same question. We talked about this the last time when you were on here. But Jess, how do you decide? Let's say you nail a song. We'll get into your songwriting process, but how do you decide if a song is a Jess Klein song or a Halfback song?
Usually, for me, like I set out to write a couple songs for the Halfbacks. It was like Mike had some ideas about the kind of songs that he wanted for us, and I sat down and was like, okay, let me put my mind to this. The rest of the time, if I'm just kind of doing my regular writing thing, I'm kind of thinking about my own albums. So.
Yeah. Would the Halfbacks ever, I don't know, for lack of a better way of saying it, decline a song?
Yeah, that's happened. I've had some songs. I've submitted some songs and they've been declined.
Did you double dip? Do you play the same song?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so ordering you a soda water next Saturday night. It's a great song, Deej. You need to listen to. But right now, we're going to hear...
Let's hear some Jess Klein.
Let's go with Annie's Place. Here we go, folks.
You lent him, and you had to learn to count to 10. In a world of blurry lines, broken rules, thin dimes, somehow you still held an ace. 'Cause you could work it out with a little bit of wine. Mondays at Annie's place. Never really thought I would fit anywhere. On the outside looking in. Runaway child, and I met my orphan kin. Old rock and rollers, dreamers getting older, travelers from the far side of space, biding our time with a little bit of wine.
Times at Annie's Place.
How'd you like that, Deej?
So it was a good tune. Got the hips a swaying. What is the key to getting the hips moving? Is it the bass? Or is it just kind of
great question.
What gets folks pumped?
Bass and drums. Something's got to provide that rhythm.
Yeah.
It's
got to have some driving force. Where is Annie's Place? What is Annie's Place? Why write a song about it?
Annie's Place is a tribute song that I wrote about a neighborhood I lived in Austin when I lived there. It was like all artists' cottages. They were like pretty dilapidated, but they were cheap, so the artists could afford to live there.
It's an artist's community.
Yeah. It was like lovingly dysfunctional situation. It was
and
great.
Annie's Place is on your new CD?
It is.
On When We Rise.
Yep.
This is pretty cool. This is why I love this show. Jess, you were on, a year and a half ago. I remember you talked about those cottages.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just re-listened to the show getting ready for tonight.
Yeah.
And now there's a song about them on a freaking CD that she
Wow.
sung. That is awesome, Jess Klein.
Imitates life, imitates art.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Where'd you shoot the video? Really cool video, folks.
My house, pretty much in Hillsborough, and then there's some footage from Austin and some footage from the Martha Bassett show that's out in Elkin. And
Martha Bassett. Yeah. She's like a professional version of us. She has like a real show.
We'll be there someday. We'll get called up to the big leagues.
It's been 4 years, Deej. I mean, I think if we haven't been called up by now.
There's a couple guys on the Bulls that have been there for a couple. I believe in us.
We're like Pete Rose's son.
Yeah,
like
Pete Rose. He made it up. He made it up too.
How much do you love her band name though? The Halfbacks.
Yeah,
we talked about it a little bit.
What's the etymology?
Was it a sport? I couldn't remember if it was a sports reference.
Yeah, it was kind of like a sports
or a Florida thing.
It was also a Florida thing because we both have parents in Florida. So, and it was also like a comment on our varying levels of commitment to the project. So,
but it's been. I mean, how long y'all been playing now?
That's a good question. Maybe 4 years or something.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which in music,
to
that's
move
like,
up to the fullbacks.
Are you considering a name change to the fullbacks?
Zip up that hoodie and commit.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
Or if they want to bail a little bit, it could be the quarterbacks. It could go the other way too, Jess.
That's rough.
You all play at the Nash Street Tavern periodically.
We were doing that for a long time. We're taking a break from that. But like we just played at Hog Day. Was it called Hog Day?
Hog Day.
We played there last weekend.
I saw that post about that. I'm sure that was a cool festival. They might want to consider a different name though. It's kind of
I mean it's a barbecue festival.
It is a barbecue festival. What would you call it, Deej?
I don't know. It's memorable. We're talking about it. I think it's actually a pretty good name. Kind of like Coyote Ugly. It's like you always remember that. You don't remember like Chris's Place, you know?
Right.
Jeez. So, Jess, I'm interested in your songwriting process. Do you kind of start out with a feeling or a chord structure or lyrics or kind of depends?
It depends. I mean, I'm a person who has a lot of feelings and thoughts all the time. So sometimes it just starts with a feeling. Sometimes it starts with a melody, and then I ask myself, like, what's the feeling of this melody? What's it trying to say? And try and come up with a lyric around it. Sometimes I'm just sitting with my guitar or like another instrument and just come up with a riff that sounds like compelling to me and then write something around that. It really varies.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a whole like photo series, or it might have been an album, or maybe your previous album, where it was like a boxing motif.
Yeah, that was the first single from this album, and the song is called "Never Gonna Break Me."
Talk to me about suiting up and taping on boxing gloves. I mean, those look like legit boxing gloves that you have.
Yeah. So the song is called "Never Gonna Break Me," and Mike, my husband, had the idea to do a video where I was like a boxer training for a fight.
Yes, I've seen it.
The song is about having been slut-shamed as a teenager and overcoming it. And so in the video, I train for this fight, and then I go into the ring and I punch.
Wow.
He plays the guy, and I punch his lights out.
And you do not want to get in the ring with Jess Klein.
No,
what are you, 6'2", 6'3"? She's she's much smaller than that.
But we went to this
what
great
boxing ring? Durham, probably.
Yeah, in Durham. It's called United Thai and MMA. And the woman who runs it, TK, was real. She was so helpful. She's the one who wrapped my hands.
What's up, TK?
She lent me her real boxing gloves. I came in with some Walmart gloves, and she was like, "No. Like you're gonna put my gloves on."
What was the name? What was the name of the business again?
United Thai and MMA. United Thai Boxing and MMA. I
And
think
TK
it's called
was
United. TK.
The owner. What's up, TK? Welcome.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She's probably listening right now.
Yeah.
We have a huge audience.
I can hear her screaming.
We're big in the boxing community.
Yeah.
So wait, Mike was the dude that you punched out in the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about spousal things earlier. How do you practice the punch out scene?
We didn't practice that
Why didn't
much.
you take the garbage out?
But he had some good tips. He and the folks who directed it, Alala Productions, between them they kind of knew how to coach me, and TK.
Did they think it was so cool when you all showed up? Like, that's probably something they don't get every day.
You mean
the boxing ring? When you're like, hey, we want to shoot a video here. That's probably pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or weird?
They might have thought TK was really awesome and supportive, but I think they were also kind of laughing at me because I know nothing about boxing. So
that's all
but
right,
I did go back and I tried taking a couple classes and they really kicked my butt.
Yeah.
It was really hard.
Now,
it was a great workout.
I've been dying to punch Chris in the face for years. Any tips to really connect?
Put your whole body into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see Jess Klein take a swing at you.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
I would not survive.
It'd be like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you know,
it'd be like
when
like Joe Glass and Mr. Dream.
Soda Popinski.
Oh yeah,
he'd go down.
Remember when Mike Tyson got when he lost the crown and they had to change the whole video game?
Yeah,
and they got rid of him. They changed him to Mr. Dream.
Yeah, why would they do that?
And they made him white.
For that's terrible.
Yeah. It was very strange. You can't do that.
Whitewashing of our 90s heroes.
I know.
Tyson's done well for himself, though. I heard he's like actually done extremely well financially, like in the last 10 years.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like
a fun guy.
He just goes on the circuit and is just kind of like he's a good retired boxer.
Jess, do you want to rip out a song for us now?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Need a little time to warm up.
No, that's okay. We can do that. You know. Should I play that song "Never Gonna Break Me" or should I play something else?
Is that going to inspire you to punch DJ?
Yeah, whatever ends up with me on the floor.
Deej,
so Jess is for the folks at home. Jess has a gorgeous dreadnought style acoustic guitar. It's is that an Alvarez or?
This is a Guild 1959 Guild M20.
It is road worn. The 1959 year is not a surprise.
Like Willie Nelson said, that was an old guitar.
But it's a gorgeous mahogany. Just kind of want to grab it and sit around the campfire.
Kind of a hot pink capo there, Deej.
Play the Big Rock Candy Mountain or You Are My Sunshine. Yeah, there's a pink capo.
It's like the oldest guitar with the newest capo I've ever seen. That combination.
An orange Tortex brand pick.
That's beautiful. My brother makes Gibsons.
No way.
Yeah, he works at the factory in Nashville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, I have a beautiful J200 at home.
And like he'll just be on the factory. It's like old-fashioned factory work. They haven't changed it since like 100 years. And he'll just be on the assembly line, and then here comes like some famous person. It's really cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let me know when you want to be the famous person at Gibson, and I'll arrange it.
Yeah, I would love to. I had a deal with them a while back, but I haven't talked to anyone there in a while. So.
Well, Deej and I are going to make that happen. All right, folks, here we go. Jess Klein live on the Chris or Jenny Show.
Okay. It probably started with that boy when I was 14. Touch me, then he tried to bring me shame. I laughed aloud with him, my tears went unseen. But I learned to claim what's mine, including my own name. And you ain't ever gonna bring me down. And if you try, you can try without me. Come this far and I won't turn around or say goodbye to what's right about me. No, you ain't ever gonna bring me down. I know my mind, you'd be blind to doubt me. Sometimes I dress up like a model in a magazine. Other times I just wanna be the girl next door. I guess I'm neither one or something in between. don't need your anymore. And you ain't ever gonna bring me down. And if you try, you can try without me. Come this far and I won't turn around or say goodbye to what's right about me. No, you ain't ever gonna bring me down. I know my mind, you'd be blind to doubt me. Had to travel over shaky ground to stand here now and let the world see. You're never gonna break me. You're never gonna break me. Off in a new world you've never seen. That's where I'ma set my sights. I struggle in your world to say just what I mean. But give me a microphone and a spotlight, and you ain't ever gonna bring me down. And if you try, you can try without me. Come this far and I won't turn around or say goodbye to what's right about me. No, you ain't ever gonna bring me down. I know my mind, you'd be blind to doubt me. Had to travel over shaky ground to stand here now and let the world see. You're never gonna break me. You're never gonna break me. You're never gonna break me. You're never gonna break me.
Powerful song.
Thank you.
Love it.
Woo! Jess, that's incredible.
Thank you.
Here we are joking around and having fun, but that's a serious song about something that happened, obviously, when you were a very young lady.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it hard to, I mean, for one thing, go back and forth from just joking around and goofing off to, like, digging into a real serious topic like that?
I don't know. You know, I feel like humor and pain are like not that they're not that far apart, but it's
No,
like if you can access your pain, you can also access your humor or something.
Most comedians, like especially stand-up comedians, it comes from a really weird place of
totally, I think about I mean, I don't know. I just think about the human response to pain. It's like a lot of people who go through a lot of pain.
Oh my goodness!
Individually or culturally, they develop a great sense of humor. You know?
Did you like start jotting down notes about it then, or like did you go back to a diary recently to make the song, or was it always inside of you and you finally put it on paper?
The impetus or like the kernel of the song was this thing that happened with this kid when I was 14, but it was, you know, living as a woman in this world, you just kind of put up with a lot all the time. The feeling it never necessarily goes away. So it's like I thought about that story, and then I thought about all the girls and women who have to deal with, you know, sexual abuse or just bad treatment, and
like daily, right? I mean,
yeah. It just came out.
Us men, we're awful.
Yeah.
No, it is bad. And I have a 10-year-old. I mean, so obviously this stuff is on my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so, man, that was powerful, and thank you for performing that.
Thank you.
Right here on the show. Speaking of shows, the Carrboro Music Festival is coming up in a few weeks. Yeah. And I wanted to bring that up with you. For one, why am I not seeing your name on the list? I don't know. Did you apply?
No. Maybe that's not why you're not seeing my name.
I was rejected.
Step one, Jess, is you got to apply. So you're good friends with, I always kind of lump you, Jonathan Bird, and Abigail down. I don't, for some reason, I think of y'all as a trio in some weird kind of cosmic way.
We're all friends, for sure. Yeah.
And you do gigs together here and there. And I know, so we had Jonathan Bird on, and Abigail. We've had them both on separately. And Jonathan was instrumental in getting the Carrboro Music Festival, where finally, after 20 some odd, this is the 26, after 24 years, they never paid the bands.
Oh, right. I remember that.
And your buddy, Jonathan Bird, our friend as well, Thank you, Mayor Damon Sales. Thank you, Jonathan, the old mayor, Lydia. They all kind of came together and finally figured out a way to pay the bands. So I just thought that was a cool thing. I wanted to bring that up.
For sure.
But why isn't that part of your... I remember I asked you this last time, too. Is it just not on your radar?
I guess
You're an obvious choice for the Carrboro Music Festival.
you know what?
Next year.
I'll tell my agent.
I'm taking over. Deej, forget your agent. They're fired. Okay. We're your new management team, Jess.
On it.
Yeah, come on, Deej. We can get her on the Carrboro Music Festival.
It's ridiculous. I see you in front of the American flag behind Open Eye.
When we're done with you, you're going to be headlining the freaking Carrboro Music Festival.
We're going to call it the Jess Klein Festival.
But no, you're just not
featuring Carrboro.
Yeah.
No, I would love to. I just wasn't thinking about it.
Regardless, we do want to plug it a little bit, though, unless it competes with one of your gigs. What are you doing October 1st?
No, that's good.
October 1st, folks, 2023. Oh, Sunday. Yeah, and Deej and I talked about that. The reason they do it on Sunday is because it's a small town. You have to shut the town down because they have the shows everywhere.
Yeah.
And a bunch of our friends are on here. Honey Magpie, Turquoise Trader, Why the Hell Not. Lots of our friends are on the show. Saludos Campai. They played at our music festival that we had a few years ago.
Whole gang.
Come on, get on your management. Jess Klein needs to be on this, but I am excited. Regardless, I am excited about the Carrboro Music Festival.
Yeah, it's the happiest time of the year.
It's awesome. The whole town is just all about music, and people, you just walk from venue to venue. And
I'll try and come to.
Do you have some festivals that you dig that you've played in the past or coming up?
Yeah.
Well, the pig. What was it called? The pork.
Hog Day.
Piggly Wiggly.
Hog Day. Just recently.
I've played lots of cool festivals around the world.
Hog Day did look awesome.
Hog Day was fun.
I'm not a huge fan of the name, but it does say what it is.
I love it.
It does. It told you what it was.
Did you know this was a Piggly Wiggly at one point right here?
This building?
Right here.
Just, everything is porcine if you go back far enough.
Okay, so favorite festival that you performed?
I played in Japan at the Fuji Rock Festival.
Wow.
That was really amazing.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Massive festival, and very by Mount Fuji, beautiful backdrop.
Killer.
They put you up in this gorgeous hotel by the mountain and treat you great, and I got to go on stage between Sonic Youth and Foo Fighters and do a little mini set on their big
How
stage.
does something like
Did
that
anyone there know you, or were they like, Jess?
No, I don't think they knew who I was, but
even if one person knew
the people
you.
that set it up knew who I was.
Okay, well,
I don't know,
that's not
but
nothing.
it was awesome.
How does a show halfway around the world, how does that come together?
The label I was on at the time had an affiliate in Japan, and the guy who ran it was a fan, so I think he had a hookup.
Maybe I was a little hasty in firing her management earlier. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, use them.
Yeah. Maybe they're a little bit more qualified than us, Deej. I don't know.
Just might be.
Okay, so I just want to get your take on this, Jess. The Carrboro Music Festival, again, thanks to Jonathan Bird and many other folks, is now they pay all the acts.
Yeah.
And I was having a conversation with one of our mutual friends, Patty, former softball player.
Who?
Patty, Billy's wife.
Oh, she didn't play. Okay, yeah.
She got tossed out of a few softball games in the early
Well deservedly. Okay, yes.
Anyway, let me give you the take. This is just a mutual friend of ours also living in Carrboro, and she was like, you know what? I shouldn't pick on Patty. I'll edit all that part out. A friend that we know said, you know what? The bands should just come together. It's once a year and just do it for Carrboro and be happy not getting paid. Be happy to be part of it. And I was like, you got to understand, they play plenty of gigs where they don't get paid.
Oh, yeah.
It's a token amount of money. It's if you take the hours of put in per dollars, it's pennies. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to hear what an artist has to say about the thought
I don't play for free anymore unless it's a benefit.
Yeah.
It's we're already making I have to work more than full time just for. I can't even tell you how much work.
And how many years did it take you to get to the point where you're at right now?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, so I just couldn't believe it because this is not a bad person that who
no, but people don't know.
They don't know.
Artists are just woefully generally, unless you're Beyonce level, most artists.
But for every one Beyonce, there's maybe 1,000 more talented
very
people.
Underpaid. Yeah.
So if I learn to code, I can go work for Red Hat and make 150 grand. But if I learn to play guitar, I can go to OpenEye and make 150 cents and
why don't
get a free macchiato?
Yeah.
Like why is that? I don't think it's certainly not easy to learn to play guitar. You certainly need a great deal of natural talent or skill. How did this economic structure, where did it come from?
I just think that culturally we don't value the arts. It's like in the same, like I've toured in Europe a lot, and a lot of the venues I've played over there, they have government money to help bring in the arts.
Yeah.
It's just a priority financially, and we don't have that in most places here.
It's very odd. Everybody wants to be entertained.
That's right. Yeah.
It's not like a niche thing.
No.
It's
You're
in the upper 1.0 something percent of talent. You're not like easily replaced
talent wise.
Yeah,
agreed.
Like there's not like 50 of you.
I'd put you in the 1.5.
One doesn't fall off a pickup truck on West Main Street.
Yeah.
So
the difference in talent between Jess Klein and. I mean, like someone like my daughter's obsessed with Olivia Rodrigo. Like the difference in talent is probably something, but it's not. It's probably like 15%, and she probably is going to make $2 million next year or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's interesting and sad.
Is that annoying? Is that annoying when someone comes along? And I mean, I know you support all artists.
Yeah, no, I don't find it annoying. I mean, I guess I just. The older I get, the more you just kind of have to find a way to make it work for yourself, and also believe in yourself and surround yourself with people who believe in you.
Yeah. Well, we believe in you, Jessica.
Okay, thanks.
Because you're headlining not only Carrboro Music Festival, I think she's headlining Coachella next year under our tutelage. So another band that I'm into made a post. I'm probably going to misquote this, but it was something like, the money we make selling one T-shirt is equivalent to the money we make on like 200,000 streams or downloads or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's a crazy.
Yeah.
Get into that a little bit, because obviously you sell merch. You were nice enough to bring me this CD.
Yeah.
Is that streaming versus selling the merch?
Yeah. I mean, I make almost no money. I mean, some people do make money from Spotify and from streaming and
but
stuff.
We're talking the top 2%. Probably.
You have to. I make almost no money from. I mean, I think this album has streamed 3,000 times or something. And I'll
see, that sounds like a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I stepped on it. How much?
That's okay. I'll probably make $5 from that.
From 3,000 streams.
Maybe. I don't even know what the math is, but that's probably about right.
You sell 4 T-shirts at a concert, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if people really want to support the musicians they love, most musicians have something like a Bandcamp store or something like that, where even if you're doing the downloads, the money goes to the artist.
Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get to this point in my life, but when I go to a show, if it's someone I admire, I'm buying either a hat, unless I hate it. It's got to be cool. It's got to fit my unique style, Jess. But I'm buying a hat or a poster, and then I'm buying 7 beers to support the venue themselves. Just kidding. Not 7, guys. Come on, 2 or 3. But no, so totally, I'm into supporting the band in that way. So I'm glad. But I knew that number of streams to revenue was weird. Yeah. I didn't know it was that extreme.
It's pretty extreme. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. And there are groups of people in legislation, trying to pass legislation to change that. But we're all addicted to Spotify. It's like
it's not going anywhere.
It's probably not going anywhere.
Deej, you called the merch at a show the movie theater popcorn once.
Oh well, yeah, because just because it's kind of
how they make
the money. Yeah, like I think movie theaters don't make any money off the tickets, right? That but just the profit they make off of the concessions is where they actually keep it going. Sure. So yeah, it makes sense.
And even huge tour, the Stones or whatever, like they're making their money. Well, they're already really rich, but
they'll be
huge tours. It's like the T-shirts.
Oh, the Rolling Stones.
Money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you heard of them? They're a band from the UK, I believe.
Yeah, they sound all right. I think they'll be okay. Yeah.
They have a handful of hits.
Yeah.
Speaking of a handful of awesome songs, I want to play one more.
One more Jess Klein?
Yeah. Right. Not live. What's the opposite of live?
Studio recording.
Let's play one more studio recording. Wow, what a bunch of professionals we are here, Deej.
Man.
Here we go, folks. Jess Klein on WCOM.
in the corner, drags on his cigarette and winks at me. And I wish that I could laugh in his face instead of swinging my hips this way. Yeah, I wish I was beyond the fray of the fear and the sex and the power and the rest. And oh, to be Athena in her armor, standing strong, walking free. There'd be no man I'd ever need, but they'd line all the streets, throwing roses at my feet. If Athena in her armor was me, I would hold my chin up dignified. I would be fearless and focused and wise. I would gaze out on the world to see a world full of men bowing down to me, and I would plant my seed and let it grow to feed the ones who want to know, so the ones unwanted who still believe would be the ones who share my destiny. And oh, to be Athena in her armor, standing strong, walking free. There'd be no man I'd ever need, but they'd line all the streets, throwing roses at my feet. If Athena in her armor, oh, to be Athena in her armor, standing strong, walking free. There'd be no man I'd ever need, but they'd line all the streets, throwing roses at my feet. If Athena in her armor was me, if Athena in her armor was me, if Athena in her armor was me.
It's another powerful tune, Deej.
Yeah.
Athena.
What a great song.
Tell us about that one.
You know, it's just like about wishing that I was strong all the time. And not really
No, you are.
feeling
You
that
are.
I am.
So what?
Deej also wishes that.
We'll arm wrestle later, figure out who's
Okay.
strong.
She's going to kick your ass. I can't
I
wait to
know.
watch.
All right, Jess, where can we find you online? What you got coming up? Let's get some plug skis.
My website, jessklein.com.
Klein.
Klein. The other thing is, if folks want to subscribe to my YouTube, I'm really close to the point where I'll actually start getting paid for my content.
Do that.
So
Folks,
please
come
subscribe.
on.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Ring the bell.
I'm gonna go start 5 fake accounts and subscribe to your account.
Great, thanks.
It's ridiculous that some. Yeah. Yes, folks,
All right.
subscribe to Jess Klein.
Yes, when Jess gets
Come
home,
on.
let's get her monetized.
By the way, we have 7 subscribers. How close are we this show
You
to
got a little ways
monetize?
to go.
we still use one birthday candle.
I know you do songwriting retreats.
Yeah.
You've had a couple in the past.
Yeah.
You've done some with Abigail. Have you done any with Bird?
I did a couple with Jonathan Bird.
Okay, so and you got one coming up? Or?
Yep. Abigail Dowd and Jane Kramer and I are going to be teaching a songwriting retreat in Asheville, actually in Mars Hill, which is near Asheville, October 27th through 29th. And you can find information on my websites, or you can go to 3 Graces songwritingretreat.com or on our social media.
Go to JessKlein.com.
There's like one slot still open, I think.
One slot, folks.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
We should make it to the highest bidder.
Be that slot.
Double the price,
Yeah.
Jess. Double the price on that last
Yeah.
slot. No, but listen, I hopefully my enthusiasm for the upcoming gig is obvious. The new ArtsCenter, if you live in Carrboro, this is really going to be a special night. new facility that the whole town is behind. Jess Klein is going to be there. What else could you ask for, Deej?
Nothing.
My goodness. Maybe the football game will get rained out.
That'd be great.
Does that happen?
I'm coming no matter what. Enjoy the honey. We got just some honey from a solar farm, Deej. That's where that honey came from.
Yummy.
Because bees,
life is
we
sweet.
harvest the bees on the land that you don't use for solar. Isn't that cool?
Amazing.
Isn't that
That's so cool.
Like a good thing in this world that's
I love
happening?
it. I love it.
Other acts that are going to be at the Carrboro Music Festival are friends Country Cruel. We already said Honey Magpie. We already said the Unsustainables. All kinds of good bands. Come on, folks.
That's a great band name, by the way. Country Cruel.
Country Cruel, yeah. It's the dude from Tan and Sober, the song we played at the beginning of the show.
Oh, okay.
It's the bass player. Project Mastana is friends of ours, and Pipper Hoover, who is in Honey Magpie, is going to be there. So awesome event, but next year Jess is headlining it, so that's really where you want to be.
Cool stuff.
DJ Simons, anything else on your mind, sir?
No.
Can we get a quick Squids update?
Squids update? Yeah, the Squids are we're 3-1. Which ties us for our best start ever. Cautiously optimistic.
3-1, Jess. That's not bad.
That's great.
ArtsCenterLive.org or JessKlein.com. That's going to be an awesome gig. You're not going to want to miss it, folks. I don't know what else to tell you.
Don't miss it. Just go.
Jess, anything else to say before?
I'm really excited about that show, and thanks for having me.
All right, go to the show.
So excited to have you here.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the
Mike
things.
June, open invitation. All right, here we go. Jess, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And just play us out when you're ready, my friend.
All right, the song's called Soda Water.
Oh, I love it.
Camel coat, auburn hair, idle taxi, Leicester Square, like a lion in black, sends up the windows and leans on back. Honey's dripping from the trees, order me a soda water. Rifle swinging at my knees, order me a soda water. Said my castle in Nice sits on a cove on a beach where a girl can move slow in a pace she wants to know. So I showed him my card. He was stunned by the scars, and he said, that ain't right. Come on now, baby, I'll hold you tight. Honey's dripping from the trees, order me a soda water. Rifle swinging at my knees, order me a soda water. A Now the way it all goes happens quick, we all know. But this room late at night is where I'm keeping my candle bright. And I'll weave up these lines, green and thick, rotted vines out the window. They all grow, and oil slick in the grass below. Where I run, not a care, oiled leaves in my hair, till I tense like a wren and worry back on his kisses again. Honey's dripping from the trees, order me a soda water. Baseball bat swinging at my knees, order me me a soda water. Honey's dripping from the trees. Order me a soda water. Rifle swinging at my knees. Order me a soda water. Order me a soda water. Order me a soda water.